Good morning, everybody. It's Marg from Creative Stamping with Marg. As you can see, we're starting down on my desk already today. I have a card kit to go using the Friends for Life bundle, stamps and dies. This is a fun kit. The paper is so bright and awesome to work with. So I do have in-person class Saturday, July the 6th with these cards, but I also am offering this as a kit to go. So if you're interested in that, you can contact me through my website, margaretgorn.stampinup.net, and I can give you the details on that. The second thing, I've got the new paper pumpkin kit, and you need to subscribe before July the 10th in order to get this one. It's called Painted Petals. I've shown it to you before, but it looks like an awesome one. All right, and starting July the 3rd, that's today, you can, if you're shopping with me, you can earn a $6 coupon for every $60 that you spend, and then you can redeem those coupons in August. So this runs from July 3rd to the 31st, and then to be redeemed again in August. Okay, so that's our housekeeping done. Put that to the side. Today we're going to be making a card that I saw Rachel Tessman do, and it was a very interesting card. I'm going to show you her version. This is my take on her version. And she's calling it a twist corner fold card, meaning that when you open it, the card comes to you like this. You can see that this is loose, and when you pull it, you open your card like that, and you can do your writing over here. Now, I've used retired paper to do this, but that's the way it looks. So my thing with this card, I am always someone who likes a card to stand up on its own. Well, this card, it doesn't stand up on its own. You could stand it this way, but then your words are sideways. So I looked at it and I thought, I really like it. I think it's really cute, but I don't like that it doesn't stand. So I made some changes to it, and I will show you what I made with those changes, and I will show you the one we're going to make today. So I am using Dandy Designs paper. It was a large pack of paper we had, 48 sheets, 12 by 12. Came in all these beautiful pastel kinds of colors. And you got 4 each of 12 different designs. It is in the clearance rack right now. I just checked to make sure it's still there. $36.90 for 48 sheets of paper. Great deal. Anyway, this is the paper that I chose. And this piece is 4 1/4 by 11, scored at 5 1/2. So scored in half like that, so it'll fit in an envelope. All right. So you need some kind of designer series paper that you like both sides of, because you are going to see both sides of it. And you need a piece of cardstock that is 4 1/4 by 5 1/8, scored at 3/4 of an inch. So you'll see my score line there. And I chose fresh freesia to go with this paper. And you'll need some kind of white on the inside. You can use an extra strip of cardstock. I've got 2 cut because I wasn't sure what I wanted to use. I cut 1 Highland Heather and 1 out of white. You need some kind of decoration or whatever for this card. So I cut out of the Flowers of Beauty dies. I used this die right here. I cut 2 of these, 1 white and 1 Highland Heather. And I've also got a little piece of white cardstock that I stamped A Million Thanks from Sweetly Scripted on. And I just cut it with my deckled rectangles to make the edges deckled. And I'm going to use that. And I have a deckled rectangle piece of Highland Heather for the inside and a smaller deckled rectangle to fit on there for my writing. Okay, so those are all the pieces you need. And you can add lots of other things if you wanted. All right, so let's get started. This is a pretty easy card to make. Like I said, 4 1/4 by 11, scored at 5 1/2. This is your sort of basic card base. Just get my liquid glue out so that you're not listening to me shuffle around here, and my bone folder I'm going to need. Now, how we make this, if I turn Rachel's card this way, you can see that she folded down the corner. So you have to decide what you want on the inside and what you want on the outside. And I'm going to do it this way. So all you're doing is folding this down. I didn't use my scoring tool or anything, and just matching the bottom and the corner up like, whoops, like that. And then I'm going to use my bone folder and crease it. So you don't have to use your scoring tool. You can if you wanted, but that's how that looks. Now this piece, of course, we've got this 3/4 inch here that we scored. We're going to just glue this right to the back of our designer series paper, and it will fold in like this. So we can go ahead and do that. Let's hope my glue is flowing today. I haven't done any card making yet. Oh, look at that. This is a new bottle. So I'm just going to put this down like this and put my designer series paper into it, making sure the top and bottom are good and that it folds. And just press it down like that. So there's the basis of our card. Oh, that doesn't look very straight, does it? Sorry. I see that I've got that. It's a good thing I've got liquid glue on here. There we go. I was looking at the bottom edge here. It needs to line up, of course. There we go. That looks good. All right, so that's pretty much it. I did do some stamping with some speckles on here. I don't know if you can see that or not. And I just used Versamark ink. You can do that if you want to decorate it. I'm going to leave this one blank. And I wanted to put my million thanks, the words, to go across here like this. I thought that looked good. And I also wanted to add a little edge to this piece. So I didn't know if I wanted that or I want this, because I am going to be using, a sprig of this, I think, like that. I think I do want that one. So if you're going to glue a little edge to this, what you have to do is you have to just glue it right to there. And then you're going to have to trim off a little to make it fit. So I will just get my scissors so I can do that. And I think I will put it on the front here, and then I'll know how I'm going to trim it off. I think I'll put it on the front like this, and I will just turn it like this. Oh, sorry. I've got to look at it, how much I want sticking out. I think I just want about that much cut off. Let's see if that'll stay in there now. Oh, I maybe need to cut a little bit more at the same angle. So you just need to trim your strip so that it'll fit in here properly and then stick out a little bit like that. So I should have my silicone mat here to do my gluing on so I don't make a big mess. So I am going to put a little bit of glue along the bottom of this piece of cardstock like this, like that, and I'm going to glue it onto here, hopefully evenly. And if it doesn't fold down, no, it did, so I cut it correctly. So there it is. That looks good. And I think that sort of will tie this in because I've used the Highland Heather on this. So I like that. I like the look of that. I think a million thanks going across like that. May put that up on a dimensional just to make it look a little bit give it a little bit of dimension. I'm going to open a new pack of dimensionals. For this, I'm going to put dimensionals on the back of my greeting. Now, you can see how the greeting was done on this one. Now, you're probably saying to me, if you put your greeting on like this, Marg, and you open your card like this, the greeting's going to be like upside down. But I am doing something a little different with mine. I'm actually going to glue this flap right flat down so that when I open my card, it will stand up like that. So I'm going to do that right now. Now that I've got my little edge on there, I can go ahead and glue this down. So just a little bit of glue on this triangle. And like I said, Rachel did not glue hers down because she wanted it to twist open. So I guess I can't call this a twist corner fold card anymore. I'm just going to have it so mine will stand up like that. Okay, so I am going to put some dimensionals on my greeting. I will put 4 on here just because that will keep it from sagging. And I didn't put any decoration under the edge there like I did on this one, but that's okay. I'm thinking maybe we can find some bling to put on this. Okay, so I'm putting my a million thanks, and I just want it to be kind of like that. There we go. And I stamped that with Memento black ink. Okay, and I'm going to put, I have this, and I thought, you know, I could put it just kitty corner across like that. I did cut a white one too, but I didn't think I needed both of them. So I think I'm going to just put some glue on this. There's enough larger space here that I can, whoops, put a little bit of glue on the bigger parts so it'll stick down, hopefully. I see a piece that didn't pop out of my, when I die cut it, so I will get to that. But I'll just put little dots of glue in appropriate places so that it will stick right down for me, hopefully. Like I say, there's lots of spots here to add glue to, so you don't have, it could have been cut on a adhesive sheet, would have been an easy way to do that so that it would stick down. But I do see a piece that didn't get popped out here. Take my take your pick tool. I just see it here. There we go. Okay, and then I just want to put just a little bit on the end here. Okay. All right. So I'm going to put it diagonally across like this. Just like that. And if some of the glue comes squirting out, that's all right. Just hold it down for a second. Then it's going to look like that. A million thanks, it says on it. Open it like this, open it like this. And on the inside, I have these two pieces. So I'm going to glue this down. This is also Highland Heather. Okay, I'm going to glue that into here. Kind of center it as best I can. And then I'm going to put my white piece on top. Now, I could have stamped something on the white piece. I decided not to. You're not going to see that at all. Again, you could put some other decoration in here. I could have put this on here. That looks okay. You know, I could have done that too. I think that's a bit of overkill. And I will bring my bucket of bling out and see if there's anything on here that would go with this. Do I have anything that is, these ones are fresh freesia. I actually think I would like Highland Heather if I had it. I do have these in Gorgeous Grape. These ones, I wonder if that's too dark. Yeah, that's a bit too dark. I don't think we had any Highland Heather. Now, just let me look in my retired things here. Let's see if there was anything that I had that was, well, I do have Highland Heather in these pearls. I'll maybe use these up. This is, of course, a retired. Well, that's supposed to be Highland Heather there. So maybe we'll use those. All right, so I'm going to just stick this in. And again, this is a thank you card, so I will be able to write my message right on this white piece right here. And you can fancy this up as much as you like. You can see on this one I did, you know, some die cuts here and some die cuts here. And I did cut out, I fussy cut out a flower out of the paper and put it there. So that one's very much fancier. But this, I just need to, there we go. But it does stand, which I do like. So I have changed Rachel's design, but that's what it's all about when we're copying and sharing, that we can make things our own. Maybe I'll put some bling over here. And one more. We like to go in threes. So maybe right there. There we go. All right. So there's our card. And like I say, I guess I can't call it a twist corner fold card, but it's kind of a variation on a, I don't know, a variation on Rachel's. Okay, so there's our card. I'll move that out of the way. So that was my take on her design. And I did make another one. This is retired paper. I did put some die cuts underneath the edge of it here. And I used our oval punch. And I did put some die cuts here. And some bling on it. Okay, and then you open it like this. And I actually, this was kind of plain on the inside. I did this for my writing on this side. And I just thought I'd add some extra pieces of DSP here. So there's lots of ways you can change this up. Just notice that there's only 2 bits of bling on here. I normally do 3 unless it fell off. I'm not sure. All right, so those are our cards for today. Let me clean this up a little bit. There's my take on Rachel's card. And this one, again, is I glued this flap down so that it will stand, as you can see there, whereas Rachel's does not stand up on its own. It would, I guess, if you did it sort of like that, but it's just, then you can see your writing. I don't know, it just is different. All right, so I hope you like that. I sure appreciate your thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. And I hope everybody has an awesome week.